seeing what the possibilities are, and then the town board can decide what it wants to do, what it feels is the best thing. But I do know our computer system is inefficient, and the service person we have is often not able to come right away.
Well, as long as we're just going to, it's just going to be like the grant writer, we're just going to put out a letter and get some information for service.
That's what I said.
That's acceptable.
It's up to the town board to look at applications and see what they think. But if you don't have any applications and you don't know what's out there, we just will go on the way we are.
Do you want to make a motion?
Well, I would make a motion that we advertise for the computer consultant, but no work be performed without the...
It's only an advertisement. There's nothing about hiring somebody or work being performed.
So I don't wanna
I'll
do it.
second that.
All those in favor? The next thing is the resolution acknowledging the completion of the audit of our town justices' court records and dockets. You've had this for some time. The draft resolution is there. Do we have to read it out loud, Bill? Resolution number
18.
Oh, I have to make a motion first, or I read it first?
You can read it.
All right, resolution number, didn't we do 18? No, we
Yeah,
did 18, but we
never
didn't do
happens.
18.
Yeah.
Resolution number 18 of 2010, a resolution to acknowledge the completion of the audit for the town of Stanford Town Justices. Whereas the State of New York Unified Court System requires that all town and village justices provide their court records and dockets to their respective town boards through Section 2019A of the Uniform Justice Court Act, and whereas such records must then be examined or audited, and that fact be entered into the minutes of the town's proceedings, and whereas the Unified Court System's action plan for the justice courts announced in November 2006 includes initiatives to improve accountability and controls over justice court finances and records, as well as increased monitoring of town and village boards' compliance with Section 2019A. Now therefore be it resolved that the Town of Stanford Town Board is acknowledging that the required audit has been completed for the Town of Stanford Justice Dennis Smith and Town of Stanford Justice Frank Weber Jr. and is forwarding said audits to the Director of Internal Audit of the New York State Office of Court Administration. On this 8th day of July 2010, a motion was made by Virginia Stern and seconded by Johanna Schaefer. Roll call vote.
Mark
Does anybody have any discussion?
Nope.
Mark D'Agostino,
Yes.
Thomas Dewhurst,
Yes.
Christopher Flynn,
Yes.
Johanna Schaefer,
Yes.
Virginia Stern.
Yes. The next thing we have to vote on is the trailer replacement recommendation. The planning board reviewed an application from Mr. Thomas T. Burns for the replacement of an existing trailer at 153 Hobbs Lane in Clinton Corners. At the June 30th, 2010 meeting, the board unanimously voted to recommend approval of replacement by the town board. You have a copy of their application.
What type of trailer is it? Is it in a park? Is it?
No, it's next door to the grandparents' home. The trailer has been there for years, has deteriorated, and they're simply doing a replacement of exactly the same trailer, slightly larger because of the fact that they don't make that model anymore. But the added size of the trailer is going to extend into the grandfather's property, not the neighbor's.
Is there any problem with it being considered a guest cottage, or
It's pre-existing.
it's pre-existing?
It's under 15113.
Okay.
The planning board saw no problem with it.
Well,
Yeah, just take one out.
Take one out, put one in.
Yeah, it's just.
what are
gotta
you
meet-
thinking, Bill?
No, I'm just looking at the requirements. It's just got to meet the. It can be upgraded under 15113C.
Okay.
So long as there's no substantial delay in the upgraded trailer, and there's no substantial change in the position of the upgraded trailer with regard to adjacent property lines. So long as the town planning board's approved it, then
It
we're
says
okay.
it's on the same footprint. And
And the only other thing I think that in general is the building inspector usually requires to make sure that it's meeting the county board of health standards. But that's separate, that's up to the building department.
But that's not something we do tonight.
Right.
And the planning board would refer them to the building
I think
inspector?
he has to issue essentially a permit to have it installed, and on that, I think he has to have that, he has to be sure of that.
Okay, but we are just voting on
Replacement.
the replacement, allowing the replacement.
And the planning board's approved, is recommended.
Yes.
Right.
So that's-
The planning board unanimously voted to recommend approval of the replacement by the town board. All right, so I make a motion that we approve this trailer replacement recommendation. for-
Second.
Okay. Any more discussion? All those in favor? General and highway budget resolutions, you have them both.
Which one are we doing first?
I'm sorry?
Which one are we doing first?
We always do general first.
Okay. Make a motion that we accept the general budget resolution number
19.
19.
Second.
This is coming out of the savings account? Out of our general savings?
General fund.
So it's coming out of our savings.
No,
No.
no, this is just from the general fund.
Contingency is not savings. Is there any discussion? All right. All those in favor?
We have to do a resolution by roll call.
Oh,
Okay, sorry.
Mark D'Agostino,
No.
Thomas Dewhurst,
No, that's the next. That's the second.
Mark has voted. Tom?
Well, this is for,
Tom, do you need to have a discuss, do you want to discuss it?
I just want to look at this and I didn't vote for the computer.
Well, you can vote no on the resolution. if
Okay,
you
I'll
want.
vote no on that.
Christopher Flynn,